This demo is going to cover how to duplicate a ticket. For example, a single customer comes in, but they have 3 items that they want to fix. And so they walk in with 3 items, so you need 3 tickets, 1 for each item. But here we're just going to make 1 ticket and then dupe out 2 more tickets and just change the service item. So let's say we do that and let's get started. I'll just fire up the new ticket wizard first. For this demo, I'm going to assume that the customer is shipping the items to me and I'm going to be shipping them back. In addition, I'm going to use a customer that is already in the database, and all their equipment that I've serviced before is in the database as well. So let's say Roger, one of my customers, sent me an email saying he shipped 3 things. He gave me shipping information in the email, and I'm going to pre-make these tickets. I'll just search on Roger and then click Submit to Search. Okay, so here's Roger. You can see he has 4 items, a desktop, a Dell desktop, an HP desktop, HP laptop, and an iTouch. He's sending me 3 of these 4 items, so I'm going to expand the equipment list. I'll start here with the HP laptop, and I'll create a new ticket by creating the new ticket icon for this item. Since Roger exists, much of the information up top is filled out. I'm going to scroll down just a bit, and since he shipped me this stuff, I'm going to insert the information that he emailed me. Once I select Shipped to Me, new items appear on the new ticket wizard that I need to fill out, so I'm going to do that. And since I know I need to ship this back, I might as well indicate that now, so that when I'm done with the ticket, it's like, oh yeah, I got to ship this back. Okay, looks good to me. The rest of the ticket wizard knows about this piece of equipment, so I'm just going to submit it. Note to self, you can enhance this by putting in a stated value or entering in the computer password or the next service date, accessories, etc. But I'm just going to submit. Okay, just about done. I'm going to scroll down and enter a reason for service. And submit to save and create the ticket. Okay, so here's 1 ticket. It's Roger. It's an incoming ticket based upon the icon on the far right. It's the HP laptop, one of his 3 items he sent me. I'm going to go ahead and verify the shipping details by selecting this thing here, the shipping details. Okay, looks good. There's an incoming status of pending delivery with some information, and there's also a outgoing pending with use customer address as shown, so looks pretty good. So if I click on the ticket number, I go straight to the ticket. Okay, so here's a biggie. You can only duplicate a ticket if it's in the single work log entry of reason for service. You can't have a whole bunch of work log entries and then say, I'm going to duplicate this. It doesn't make sense, and I don't let you do it. So since we are in the reason for service work log entry, and it's the one and only work log entry, you can see the little duplicate button up by the ticket number. If we click that, we duplicate a ticket. So let's see how that looks. Okay, you might think this looks weird, but it's not. What it's doing is it duplicated the ticket, but then it immediately jumps to the service item settings within the ticket, like you're going to edit the service item. And it shows the original service item, and it pops a little warning box that says, hey, you need to choose or change this item since you just duplicated the ticket. You're obviously working on something else, so you can either use the drop down and pick a different service item and add a bunch of stuff, or you can use the existing equipment list if there is one. And what I mean by that is there's only an existing equipment list if you have a predefined customer and that you know that customer has more than 1 item assigned. So I read the warning box and I'm going to do what it says. So first I'm going to close out this box, and then I'm going to expand the equipment list for Roger and see what he's got. Okay, so note to self, if there's no match or there's no equipment list, you would use the service item drop down and the serial number to create a new item that will be automatically added to the customer's equipment list. So you'd select a different service item and you'd enter in the serial number, and boom, you just created a new piece of equipment for that particular customer. But what's shown here right now is the HP laptop. It's highlighted in the equipment list, and the information about the HP laptop is reflected in the input boxes and drops downs below. And the reason it's the HP laptop again is because we duplicated the ticket. So it duplicated everything, including the service item. He sent us a HP desktop and we can see it in the list of the equipment list. So all I need to do is select that, and then notice how it will change all the information down below to reflect the new service item. Okay, once I clicked select for the HP desktop, all the information about that service item is reflected in the input boxes and drop downs below. Cool. Everything looks good, so all I need to do is scroll down and submit to save. Okay, here's the customer, Roger, that's right. Here's the service item I just changed, the HP desktop, that's right. And it says the shipping is incoming because it duplicated it from the prior ticket. Let's take a look at the shipping info. Okay, cool. We have 2 tickets now. Both of them are incoming pending. And we have 2 tickets also pending outgoing, the same 2 ticket numbers. That's perfect. Looks really good. So now let's jump to the ticket list. Okay, perfect. Here's our 2 tickets, the one for the laptop and the other one for the desktop. There was one more item that he sent. I'll show you a different way to duplicate a ticket right from here. As you can see in the action bar, there's a duplicate ticket. If I select that, it'll duplicate it. Here we go. Okay, just like before, it duplicated the ticket, then immediately jumped to the service item because we need to swap that out with the 3rd item sent. It's the same as before. I'm going to expand the equipment list and see if I can find it. Okay, again, it's showing the item we duplicated, the HP desktop. But the 3rd item he sent me, according to the email, was his Dell desktop, so I'm going to select that. Okay, the selected item gets highlighted and the information is reflected below. I'm ready to go. And just like the other 2, it's an incoming pending. I'm going to take a look at the shipping info. Okay, 3 items coming in, all from the same shipment. 3 items going out, all on a pending shipment, same box. Let's go look at the ticket list. 3 tickets, same customer, all incoming pending, 3 different items. Looking good. Now, let's take a look at one of these tickets. I forgot to mention this, but it's somewhat obvious. On any duplicated ticket, the reason for service gets duplicated. Maybe the first item is a Windows 8 upgrade. Maybe the 2nd item is you're going to replace a power supply, or there's a bad motherboard, or fill in the blank. So you can't add any work log items to the ticket at this time, but you can edit the reason for service. As described in earlier videos, you can't work on an incoming pending item until it gets here, so there are no buttons to enter the work log, no buttons to enter parts or labor. But now let's pretend like we received the box that contained all 3 of these items. One way to do that real fast is to just go to the shipping info of any one of these tickets. Okay, over here on the pending delivery, I'm going to mark it as delivered. So, I got the box and it's delivered. The date defaults to today. That looks right. So all I need to do is submit to update it as delivered. The shipment has been set to delivered and it's in-house. So that means we can start work on it. Okay, notice that since they are delivered, their shipping status is now outgoing pending, meaning, hey, once I'm done with this thing, we need to ship it out. So that's cool. Now I'm going to scroll down, and as you can see, the work log buttons appear and the parts and labor buttons appear. We can start working on this ticket. Well, that's it for ticket duplication. Enjoy.